Hello, I am Gamer Vince, and this is Sins of a Solar Empire. I am playing the TEC Rebels, and I'm just beginning to start turning my attention towards an offensive sort of scheme here. You can notice that I'm being explored right now by the green player, by the Vascorus Archon, by those guys. They're starting to explore me, so I think it's time to start turning my attention towards more offensive capabilities. I am still going to be, of course, researching a lot of economic ones because the TEC, they're the economic race. You gotta keep up with the economic stuff. But it's really time to start really begin researching a lot of stuff and building cap ships and doing all that kind of thing. So I'm actually gonna start researching this sooner rather than later. I just need the resources. We actually have a lot of metal, so I need to utilize that. All right, we're gonna start getting that research done so that we can start working towards getting a bigger fleet. That would be good. I did research. Let's see. This improves all capital ships, so that's definitely worth having because I like using capital ships. And this one, oh, this doesn't improve my Titan though, and I am intending to use my Titan this time around. My Titan, I feel like without having those mobile star bases like I did with the Vasari Rebels, having Titans is kind of crucial. And getting a Titan sooner rather than later is really good because I got to get at levels. It's got to be a level Titan because yeah, the enemy I can't cheat like the enemy can. I can't just give my Titan levels to try to make it all powerful. No, I gotta earn it the hard way, and you can't buy levels with a Titan. So yeah, really gotta do it the hard way. Just gotta fight lots with the Titan to sort of begin with. And I am gonna have to actually fight the enemy because I am now allied with the neutral forces, so I can't sort of farm them for experience. Oh, I should have a couple of scout frigates. Yes, I do indeed have scout frigates. Here they are. 2 scout frigates, and I'm going to need you guys to start exploring. And just kind of do whatever you guys want. If you want to go ahead straight through the pirate base, that is okay. There are buddies. In fact, that would actually be quite safe now that I think about it. That would be quite safe. Alright, so we've got an extra cap ship slot, which is good. Do I want to start researching the logistics slot, the fleet supply yet? Yeah, we're not number 1 in capital ships, so we're really just playing catch up here. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna do that. But that's actually gonna give me a lot of supply. Maybe I want to research. You know what? I'm gonna research this first. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, we're gonna do it in this order. Because as soon as I research this, I'm gonna lose 9% of all my income, which that always makes me sad. That is something I don't. I always hate that. It makes me feel like I'm wasting resources. Of course, it is a necessity, so it's not optional. Not optional. Need those ships. Here, we're going to research that. Make sure that that's being researched, and we're going to start keep researching on some of these defensive things. Yeah, I don't really, with the TEC, I don't actually usually buy star bases. That is not a thing I do very often. Simply because I feel like star bases, unless they're mobile, like for the Vasari, they're kind of easy to ignore. Oh, okay. Well, that's a handy bit of information. Seems like that they're starting to build up a fleet here. It's not much of a fleet yet. I see a lot of assailants. There's a lot of little ships. I don't see any cap ships here yet. So I'm pretty sure that my couple of my battleship, my flagship, and my couple of frigates, plus the planetary defenses that I'll have on the given planets, are going to do just fine. But just in case, I think they are building up, which means that there's going to be more. I kind of need a little bit. I should have a little bit more in terms of defenses. Like here, I should have a couple of hangar defenses. Hangar defenses are good to have. I don't see them using a lot of carriers, so I'm going to be focusing on bombers. If I saw them having a lot of carriers, I would start building fighter squadrons instead to start countering that. We're gonna get a couple of gauze platforms there. I want this planet a little bit more heavily defended than this planet because I've got my fleet stationed here. That said, though, both of them need planetary defenses. Planetary defenses are not to be underestimated. They can be quite useful. Hangar flak turrets is, again, that's a way to take out squadrons, and I'm not going to worry about that just yet. The high conductive rails, which gives these things more range, that's pretty useful. Because then they're going to be able to shoot at a range greater than my enemies, which is very useful. You know, I honestly thought this pirate base was connected to the star. I'm actually kind of really surprised it isn't, because normally the pirate base is connected to the star. So that does surprise me, but not really relevant to me right now. I'm wondering if the computers jump through pirate bases a whole lot. I don't think they do. I do think they avoid them like the plague, but my scout ships obviously don't avoid them. And if the computer does avoid the pirate base, why not just give the scout ships on autopilot? Why not give them the same AI? I don't really know. I don't know why that didn't do that. Seems like it would be a handy thing to have. I don't really play this game with mods. It's not. I think the game is good enough, sort of on its own, that I don't really need mods to make it better. There's nothing that's glaringly bad. But I feel like, you know, the whole... I'm sure that they could have improved scout ship jumping. I'm sure there might be a mod for that out there. Alright, so very briefly, while my scout ship was right here, I noticed a creeping line of culture. So I usually don't research culture very early. And in fact, I almost never get into a culture war. I think that's more of an advent thing, because it's almost impossible to win a culture war. You could have 3, 4, 5 culture-producing buildings, and it wouldn't knock over their planet with a culture-producing structure on it. So I just don't think it's worth it. So I never build culture until I have to. But it's looking like we're gonna start having to produce some culture. So we're gonna start doing that. Earlier is better. Earlier is better than later. Oh, I should actually probably not be building that just yet. Simply because we're quite away from researching that. We're doing the orbital refinement first. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about culture yet. I just saw that they were starting, so I gotta get prepared for that. On these planets, I should also start building some planetary defenses, probably, just in case. Especially on this planet, because there's not actually a whole lot defending it. I'm going to put those back here. I think hangar defenses are more important here. Because I have a bunch of ships here that I don't control, these gauze defense platforms aren't actually going to be that useful. Most of the fighting is going to happen outside the range of these gauze defense platforms. It's going to be mostly on the rim, because these guys are going to move to engage. So the gauze defense platforms are not that useful here. I am still going to build a couple of them, primarily because I'm more concerned about my buildings, and I don't want to have to scramble to build them to defend my buildings later on. So you'll notice that I always build like a couple of my defenses close to my structures. I kind of group them together to protect them. You don't want to leave structure sort of undefended on the outer edge of the planetary system. Against computer players, it's actually not that crucial, but against human players, I feel like it is very, very crucial, because a human player will completely take advantage of unprotected buildings. A computer player is more concerned about taking out the defenses. All right. Let's see what we got. Probably need a couple more. We need more military researcher. Yeah, I want higher shields. Shields is important. I also need to start constructing. Why do I have such an incredibly odd number of fleet supply? Okay, because that's fair enough. I'm looking at. Yeah, it's because of the Cole flagship. The flagship actually takes a fleet supply. That's why I have such an odd number of fleet supply left over. I thought that since I had such a nice even number when moving into the next tier, actually I was at 0. I was at 0 fleet supply before I researched the second stage, right? Yeah, and it should have jumped. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Apparently it jumped by 187 fleet supply, so that is odd. That is very odd. But that's okay. I'll run with it. All right, we need a coal battleship. That is the thing we need, and we have a ton of metal. So after this is done, I really need to research this because I'm losing a bit of money selling all my metal here. I need this so that I can just get better returns. I want that researched. What do we have here? Just a navigator. Oh, there is an enemy fleet. Okay. Oh gosh, that is quite a worrying fleet. We need to get there and defend against that. Yeah, and it's actually going to take us quite a while to get there, which is really unfortunate. These pirates aren't going to do a very good job of defending this planet, so that's really unfortunate. That said, though, I'm really glad I started constructing planetary defenses here because they're going to start shining now. These guys these guys are not using a whole lot of squadrons. They have the one that came with their ship, which is that's not a huge concern to me. Defenses. I said defenses. Might as well get the upgrade the hangar. They do have a squadron here, which again is not really much of a concern, but might as well start defending against it now. And that should hopefully give us, with a little bit of flak that these hangar defenses are going to get, that should give us squadron superiority. And our squadrons will just be able to hit their ships with impunity. Alright. Yeah, these ships, I'm sending them over there. Meanwhile, some battleships and other things are building, so that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Though I feel like I want another battleship constructing now. Because I've sent my fleet. I'm gonna need to keep up 2 fleets. One to defend me down in this area, one to defend me down here. One for each enemy that could attack me. So I'm going to need 2 fleets, and I want those both going at this as quickly as possible. Don't want to leave anything to chance here. Chance. Had a Sean Connery moment there. We'll leave nothing to chance. All right, we're going to keep researching favorite client discount, and so we're going to start being able to move resources around as we need them. Okay. Just grabbing a drink here. Talking so much, dries out your mouth a little bit. I am a talker. Alright. I think it's time to start researching the Titan. Because it does take a while. It's 4 research points to get this. And it's a lot of resources to start building the Titan. I just want to start getting down that track of Titan research. Alright, we're actually relatively well defended here. I'm not sure if they'll be, with this tiny fleet, if they'll be able to get through my planetary defenses. I'm not going to take chances. My fleet is still going to be coming. Oh, and you know what? I have an Akan battlecruiser here that's not doing anything. Yeah, that should most definitely get there. There's actually more at this end of the galaxy than I thought there would be. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets. Of course, I have 9. Yeah, neither one of these guys, I haven't left these guys a whole lot of room to expand. He's got 5 planets down here, or 5 colonized. I mean, an asteroid's not technically a planet, but you know what I mean. There's 5 colonies down here. Then there's one kind of ice planet out here, that either one of them could go for that. Shattered Moon, yeah, it can't be colonized, so that's not a colony. Yeah, I've kind of left these guys high and dry. I need to start pushing a little bit. Actually, this planet here, I need a little bit of culture. We need a little bit of culture, and I kind of want, I really want a orbital refinery here. Orbital refineries collect, I think they work in a lot of ways like trade ships, but I know that if they're close to other resource producing planets, that tends to be a good thing. So I like having them sort of in the center of my empire. Alright. Yeah, I think this fight's gonna go... Oh, never mind. This fight is going a little bit more poorly than I'd like to admit. They're beginning to siege my hangar defenses. Okay, so now that as soon as my Akan, is it battleship? Battlecruiser. As soon as my Akan battlecruiser showed up, they decided to call it quits, which I'm perfectly okay with. I'm also gonna put a broadcast center here because I feel like this is the planet that they're going to attack. And if there's culture on it, I think they're less likely to attack it because they kind of realize, like, hey, even if we take the planet, even if we destroy everything on the planet, we might not be able to take it. Alright, so these guys are just getting here after the battle is done. I'm just going to kind of let you guys research whatever you want. I'm pretty sure they're going to research the... Oh, no, one of them researched Flak Burst, which is fine. When it comes to the Coal Battleship, I think all their abilities are good. And I'm just going to let them research their own. A little bit of randomness. I put faith in my capital ship crew. Gotta have faith in your crew. I learned that from Firefly. Other things to research. I want some logistic slots here. I should actually be moving probably towards the offensive. These guys, I think, are in a bit of trouble because they have nowhere to go and their resources are not that great. Oh, I need to keep researching. I need to keep going down this path. As I've mentioned, I'm a late game player, and I feel like this game could actually go a lot quicker. I'm in a great position, and these guys are in a terrible position, because I have lots of planets, and they don't. I am also the TEC, and they are the Visari. Visari have a lot of really awesome technologies, but a lot of them are very expensive in late game. TEC is great at early game, because they just get they hit the ground running with that economy. So... yeah, I should probably be pressing the advantage. And I think I am. I think I am going to start assaulting their planets here. Just to test. I'm just going to test. Oops. I meant to do this. Wrong click. Oh. On second thought, no, don't do that. Okay, wait, am I going to assault the planet? Because I see these things jumping towards here, and they're actually just a bunch of little ships. And this planet is not exactly undefended. Nope, we're gonna assault there. We're gonna keep pressing onwards. We're gonna go assault their planet, and we're also going to defend against these with my coal battleships. That should be fine. All right, we've got this building, and I need. Which means I think I'm going to build my Titan factory on this planet here all the way in the back, because this Titan factories take up a lot of tactical slots, which means that if you're relying on planetary defenses, then you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to build planetary defenses where you have your Titan factory, because they just take up such a large amount of tactical slots. You're going to have some, but not many. So having it all the way in the back here, where I don't need tactical slots, that's the way to go. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I'm gonna do my best to try and take out their lone cap ship here, because I think that's gonna cripple their fleet pretty well. What do we have here? I've got a battle cruiser, flagship, battleship. These are all. Yeah, I think I've got the advantage here because I essentially have 3 cap ships here to their 1. And you've noticed my opinion on matters of cap ships. I really wish I could send my other capital ships there. Actually, I can. It looks like their assault here has abated. It looks like they thought better of it and decided to leave. I should maybe be attacking these guys because I think they're in bigger trouble. But we're just gonna press on here. Oh, I need armor plating. I was wondering why I couldn't research this earlier. I thought it had something to do with resources. It did not. It did not have anything to do with resources. Speaking of resources, though, I should be researching all these other lovely, lovely research things. I never did do rapid development. It's a little bit late for that. A little bit late for that. We're going to ignore that one. I should have researched it earlier. I really should have, but I didn't. Did not. That is not a thing I did. All right, so things are going pretty well here. They're focusing on my flagship, I would assume. They really like to attack the flagship, but that's not going to help them a whole lot. It is very tanky. Yeah. One thing I do enjoy, just an observation I'm just making right now, is that one thing I enjoy about this game is that the ships do, like, you know, you've got the coal battleship and the coal flagship, which I think are based off the same model. Yeah, they are. They're shooting from the front, but my battle crews are shooting from the side. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. It's cool that they add little details like that. Alright, see, if they're trying to pull... No, they're just going to let that thing die. They're just going to fight to the bitter end with that cap ship. See, if I was them, I would have pulled that cap ship out and tried more of a running, gunning kind of strategy, but... They are not that clever. They are not that clever. All right, I'm gonna keep researching cap ships because I really like cap ships. That should be well known to you by now. Cap ships are the way I try to win the game. And another cap ship. Now it's 2 cap ships, right? Yeah, that's gonna go up. We don't have quite enough fleet supply for that yet, but I feel like once I start losing a couple of other units. Yeah, I still got 3 Cobalt Light frigates over there, and if 2 of them die, then I'll be able to just build 2 cap ships. Alright, let's see how's everybody doing. Everybody's doing fine. It's going well. It's going well. At this point, I don't really care what you research. I want Ion Bolt to just make it that much more devastating. That Ion Bolt can be a lifesaver. If you're being chased as well, just, you know, shoot them with the Ion Bolt and then run for it. It's got a lot of nice little applications. All right, let's look at the military here. Yeah, we're researching that. That's all good. Defenses. Oh, burst rockets. That's actually pretty useful. Upgrading my Gauss defense platforms. I apologize for the couple of coughs here while I'm recording. Having a little bit of a ticklish throat. I've been trying to drink lots of water to try to get rid of it, but throat's not cooperating entirely today. But, you know, that's not going to stop me from giving you the videos that you want. Which, you know, of course, Sins of a Solar Empire. It's a great game. How is this battle going? I feel like they're losing. I feel like they're bleeding units, and I'm not. So I'm just gonna assume that everything's gonna go fine. I'm just gonna assume everything's gonna be fine there. I need more logistic slots on planets. I want to be able to just. I want a couple of more orbital refineries. That's actually what I want. Primarily so that they'll refine some crystal and I'm not constantly starving on the crystal front. And they cost a lot of money, and I have a lot of money. Matsuda doesn't... Uh-oh. I didn't research civilian infrastructure all the way. That was an extremely silly thing to do. It's been forever since I took this planet. This planet's been losing me money. I hate bad investments. I feel like Littlefinger. I don't want to lose money. All right, my coal flagship's actually taking a decent beating here. I'm gonna go target computer. But they're retreating, so we're gonna go harass. We're gonna go bombard the planet. Hopefully, my flagship will repair itself lots. Let's see, flagship. I want you to go destroy the matter processor over there. I see them building a couple of economic things over there on that planet. Other good things to have. Yeah, I kind of wish that I could have the Vasari technology of expanding population on volcanic planets, because I have 3 of them. But I can't upgrade more volcanic planets, which is, you know, that's unfortunate. When did I get this? When did I get the basic sidearm? I don't remember researching that at all. Yeah, don't remember doing that. I must have done that at some point. Maybe it was an accidental click. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna research that. Get us. I'm building them. Might as well. I need me another battleship. Do that. Lots of these and coal battleship. Okay, fantastic. All right, we actually have a Titan factory now, don't we? Yeah, the Ragnarok Titan. Now we just need the fleet supply, we need the capital crew, and we need the retarded amounts of resources to build this Titan. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to build that Titan very soon. Titans, like I said, are kind of critical. If your enemy shows up with a Titan, the only way to really combat it is with lots and lots and lots of fleet. Like, we're talking about, you need maybe five or six capital ships to really negate a Titan with a couple of levels. Either that or a starbase, just to level the playing field. And starbases aren't mobile, so if they're using their Titan defensively, you're going to have a really hard time taking their planets without your own Titan. And forget about it if it's a really high level Titan. Even, the difference between a level Titan and a Titan without levels is huge. So getting that Titan early to gain it levels is actually kind of critical. So I think I'm going to be working towards that. Which means I actually need more capital ship crew. Is that battleship? That battleship just finished building, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Of course it did. I was gonna say, I was thinking about canceling the battleship and just being like, yeah, I don't need more capital ship crew. No, I'll stick with it. Capital ship crew, and that allows me to build. This is going to give me an extra 2 capital ship crew. They call it capital ship crew. And that puts me at 3, and this only uses 2. So that'll allow me to build yet another battleship, which, that's not a bad thing. All tide me over until I can get the Titan. All right, looks like we took this planet without too much trouble, that is a good thing. If that had given me a lot of trouble, if I couldn't take that planet, I would have had to start reevaluating my situation here. I think that I've accidentally spurred these guys to use culture. I feel like they probably weren't using culture until I started using culture, which is usually my experience with computers. Like I said, just for instance here, I saw some orange lines creeping out of there, and that made me decide to use culture. And I'm beginning to think that was probably a mistake with these guys. I could have probably fought these guys the entire time without either one of us building culture. Without getting to, the culture kind of warfare. Why haven't you colonized? Need green. That's a greenhouse planet. That's a very silly thing for me to do. Did not realize it was a greenhouse planet. So we're gonna start researching that. Good thing for us to research. So we're gonna just leave that there. All right, we're apparently doing very well. We've got the most number of capital ships, which that doesn't surprise me. That's how it should be. The orange guys really haven't done a very good job of attacking me. So far, they've attacked me with one fleet of ships that apparently got scared away by this planet's just defenses. Which, to be honest, they're not exactly. It's 4 hangar defenses and 4 gauze platforms. That's not bad. That's actually quite decent defenses just against anybody. But I feel like they're not. If that scared them off, they're not that intimidating. If they don't, I feel like I've already kind of. I won't say won, but I feel like I'm in a really good position right now. Why are you guys chasing the little ships? I want you to take out the big planetary structures. That's what I want you to do. Yeah, and go assault that. I don't know why in the programming of this game the refinery shuttles and the trade ships are prioritized over structures. That doesn't make sense to me. because I feel like with a refinery ship right here, with a matter processor right here, refinery ships are constantly coming out of it. You're going to be constantly distracted by, yeah, see, no, it's just moving in position. They're going to be constantly distracted by refinery shuttles and things coming out of there, and they're not going to get anywhere because those refinery ships are just going to keep getting constructed. So that just, it doesn't make sense to me that's their priority. But it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is, I suppose. Let's see. Alright, so we've actually got a couple of slots here. I'm going to use one just for culture because it will raise the allegiance of planets around here. And I think that's a good thing. And I'm not going to build culture on here. It's only got 3 building slots. And I don't want to have to destroy anything to build a broadcast center here. And I do kind of want culture here. So building it here, good alternative. Alright, our resources are steadily climbing. We actually need that. We do need that. Our resources are steadily climbing. As soon as we can, we're going to begin constructing our Titan. I'm not sure if I actually finished. Yeah, I did finish researching it. So, yeah, the last thing left to do is build the Titan. And once that is in the works, I'm probably actually going to call this apart. Counterattack. Counterattack. What do we have here? Any capital ships in this counterattack? No, it doesn't look like it. Which, that means that I'm not too worried about this counterattack. I really am not. Those Scarovas enforcers are no laughing matter. So they're attacking my flagship again, so that's what I'm going to have to keep my eye on. And that's what I'm going to have to make sure that they don't damage too much, because obviously if it gets destroyed, I lose. So this is obviously very, very risky. But I feel like it's got enough ways to get out of trouble that it's okay. So we're just going to fight it here for a little bit. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing attacking that? No, come over here. Stick together. Fight together. Actually, I think I'm going to retreat out of here. Yeah, I'm going to retreat out of here. And the reason why I'm doing that is, one, I don't really want to fight them here, and now this planet is flooded with my culture. They're going to not be... I don't think they're going to be able to take this planet again for a little while. So because of that... Oh, look, tight. So because of that, I'm okay with retreating right now because they're not going to get it back anyway. They're not going to get it back for a while. Meanwhile, over here, we've got a couple of coal battleships. I think I'm going to leave one behind to sort of just defend while we gather here. On second thought, we're going to gather here because that's a little bit more convenient. All right. And I think I'm going to call it here because I want to keep my videos a little bit shorter, just to, you can sort of see a step-by-step progress. We've already taken our first, well, we haven't taken it, but we've made our opponents lose their first planet. And I think that's a step in the right direction. And also, I'm not going to lie, my voice is getting a little bit sore, so maybe that's also incentivizing me to keep this video maybe a little bit shorter than normal. But I think that, there's a decent amount of stuff that's happened here, and we've got our Titans in the works. That's going to build very, very slowly. Titans take forever to build, but once that's out, I feel like they're not going to have a whole lot to be able to stop me, unless they build their own Titan, which I know they're thinking about. Computers like to build Titans, but they usually don't come out with them until much later. There's that orange culture creep. I was right. They do have culture. But yeah. I think we're in a pretty dang good position. Why are you guys jumping together? Just jump. Turn yourself invincible. That actually, my flagship took a lot of damage there. It was down to 40%. I should maybe have been a little bit more careful with my flagship. Maybe not risk it as much. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to stop attacking with it. I'm going to go send it all the way over there. Okay, but I think overall we're in a very good position. So I'm going to save this as TEC Rebel 2. All right, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.